10 quiet shifts in computer science you need to know. We're always hearing about the latest and greatest tech. New phones, crazy AI, you name it. But some of the most impactful changes in tech aren't flashy or headline-grabbing. They're happening behind the scenes in the world of computer science. So in this video, we're diving deep into 10 of these quiet shifts in computer science that you need to know about. Let's get started. Now, let's dive into something truly mind-blowing. Neuromorphic computing. Instead of relying on traditional computer architectures, neuromorphic computing takes inspiration from the human brain. Think about how our brains process information. It's all about interconnected neurons and synapses firing signals back and forth. Neuromorphic computing tries to replicate this with artificial neurons and synapses, creating systems that can process information in a fundamentally different way. Traditional computers excel at crunching numbers and executing instructions in a linear fashion. But neuromorphic systems are all about parallel processing and learning from data, just like our brains do. We're still in the early stages of neuromorphic computing, but the potential is immense. Imagine AI systems that can learn and adapt in real time, robots that can navigate complex environments with human-like intuition, or medical devices capable of making diagnoses with incredible accuracy. All right, let's shift gears and talk about light. Specifically, how we can use it to transmit and process information. This is where photonics comes in, and it's poised to revolutionize how we think about data. For decades, electronics have relied on electrons to carry information. But photonics uses photons, those tiny particles of light, to do the heavy lifting. And guess what? Photons travel much faster than electrons, like at the speed of light. This speed advantage is huge, especially in telecommunications. Fiber optic cables already use light to transmit data over long distances, but photonics is taking it to the next level, enabling even faster and more efficient data transfer. Researchers are developing photonic chips that use light instead of electrical signals to process information. These chips have the potential to be incredibly fast and energy efficient, addressing some of the limitations of traditional electronics. As photonics technology continues to advance, we can expect to see faster internet speeds, more powerful computers, and groundbreaking medical applications. Okay, let's be real for a second. We all rely on Wi-Fi, like, a lot. And as we connect more devices to our networks, the demand for faster and more reliable Wi-Fi keeps growing. Well, that's where Wi-Fi 6 and 6E come in, and they're here to supercharge our wireless experiences. Wi-Fi 6 is a significant upgrade over previous generations, bringing faster speeds, improved efficiency, and better performance, especially in crowded networks. But Wi-Fi 6E takes things even further by tapping into a whole new frequency band, 6 GHz. Wi-Fi 6 and 6E are designed to handle this growing number of devices without breaking a sweat, ensuring smooth streaming, lag-free gaming, and seamless video calls. So, if you're tired of battling Wi-Fi woes, keep an eye out for devices and routers that support Wi-Fi 6 and 6E.
Now, whenever someone mentions blockchain, most people immediately think of cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin. And while blockchain technology did underpin the rise of crypto, it's capable of so much more. Think of blockchain as a digital ledger that's incredibly secure and transparent. It's like a public record-keeping system that's virtually tamper-proof. And this has huge implications for various industries. One area where blockchain is making waves is supply chain management. Imagine being able to track a product's journey from its origin to your doorstep, with every step recorded on a blockchain. This ensures product authenticity, prevents counterfeiting, and gives consumers greater confidence in what they're buying. Blockchain is also revolutionizing digital identity verification, offering a way to create secure and verifiable digital identities. The key takeaway here is that blockchain is much more than just a buzzword associated with cryptocurrency.
Alright, let's talk about artificial intelligence. But not just any AI, we're talking about Edge AI, and it's changing how we think about smart devices. Traditionally, AI processing has been done in the cloud, meaning data needs to be sent to massive data centers for analysis and decision-making. But with Edge AI, the processing happens directly on the device itself. This shift to on-device processing has some major advantages. Since data doesn't have to travel to the cloud and back, Edge AI enables real-time decision-making, which is crucial for things like autonomous vehicles, smart security cameras, and responsive IoT devices. Edge AI also enhances privacy and security since data is processed locally, reducing the risk of interception. From smarter smartphones to industrial robots, Edge AI is paving the way for a future where intelligent devices are all around us. Chapter 8, RISC-V, the rise of an open-source powerhouse. let's dive into the world of computer processors, the brains of our devices. For years, the processor market has been dominated by a few major players, but a new contender has emerged, RISC-V. What sets RISC-V apart is its open-source nature. Unlike proprietary architectures, RISC-V's design is freely available for anyone to use, modify, and distribute. This open approach is shaking things up, fostering innovation and challenging the status quo in the processor industry. Developed at UC Berkeley, RISC-V was initially intended for educational and research purposes, but its flexibility and cost-effectiveness quickly caught the attention of industry giants and startups alike. Because RISC-V is open source, companies can customize the architecture to fit their specific needs without paying hefty licensing fees. The rise of RISC-V represents a shift towards a more open and accessible tech ecosystem. Chapter 9. Linux on the desktop. A slow and steady climb. Now, let's talk about desktop operating systems. For years, Windows and macOS have been the dominant players, but Linux has been quietly gaining ground, and it's finally starting to make some serious headway. Linux has always been popular among developers and tech enthusiasts for its open-source nature, flexibility, and security. But recently, it's been attracting a wider audience, with more and more everyday users making the switch. One of the biggest drivers of Linux's growing popularity is its reputation for security and stability. Unlike other operating systems, Linux is far less susceptible to viruses and malware, offering a more secure computing experience. On top of that, Linux distributions like Ubuntu and Linux Mint have made significant strides in terms of user-friendliness. While Linux still has a relatively small market share compared to Windows, its steady growth is a testament to its strengths. Chapter 10, ARM, takes on the desktop, a new era of computing. Finally, let's talk about a major shift happening in the world of desktop PCs, the arrival of ARM processors. For years, ARM processors have been the go-to choice for mobile devices like smartphones and tablets, known for their energy efficiency and performance. But now, ARM is making its way into the desktop PC market, challenging the dominance of x86 processors from Intel and AMD. Companies like Apple have already made waves with their ARM-based M1 chips, showcasing impressive performance and battery life in their Mac computers. ARM processors are fundamentally different from their x86 counterparts, using a simplified architecture that prioritizes efficiency without sacrificing performance. The adoption of ARM in desktop PCs is still in its early stages, but it has the potential to reshape the computing landscape. As ARM processors continue to improve, we can expect to see a new generation of thinner, lighter, and more energy-efficient desktops and laptops hitting the market.
So there you have it. 10 quiet shifts in computer science that are shaping the future of technology. These advancements might not always grab the headlines, but they're fundamentally changing how we interact with the digital world.
That's all for today, my friends. Please like, share, and subscribe. See you next time with more amazing topics. Till then, peace.